Why, hello to all you out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to this virtual family room where we are going to continue some conversations in the family and about the family. Couple of things right off the punch here. Number one, this is not the normal backdrop that I would have for this particular series. I've been finding the longer I've been doing these things, the more the situations and the locations tend to change on me, and maybe I don't have the same availability or the same access to some of the same backdrops. So for what it's worth, this is what it is. The other thing I wanted to say is at the time I'm shooting this video, it is in the middle of the season of Advent. And that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with why I have picked this particular thing, but I think this is why it has come back to my attention again. So I like to talk to you about things that have been formational to me in my spiritual walk with the Lord, those things that are unabashedly Christian in nature. And while this one is sort of a mystery to me, it is certainly something that was given to me, or something that I was exposed to during my early days of discipleship as my mentor sort of shared music with me. And as we've talked about on this particular program, in this particular series, there's just been a lot of music that I've been recommending because music really was formational to me early on, still is formational to me. So what I want to recommend to you today, or introduce you to, or talk about with you, is a song by George Winston. He is a solo piano player, and he had an influential album called December. Very apropos for right now, because as I said, we're in the middle of Advent while I'm shooting this. We are in the middle of December. I think that's why it came back into my playlist on YouTube. I had kind of forgotten about this, but like I said, it goes back quite a long way for me. My mentor first shared this album with me. I don't remember why. I listened to it once. Maybe I was in his house, actually, now that I think about it. And this was just playing in the background. And I'm always attuned to music, always interested in music. So I asked him about it. He loaned me the CD, and I must have played that thing to death. The entire album is good, but because it's harder to talk to you about an album in a succinct way, I just want to refer to one song on that album, which is probably my favorite song on that album, which is called The Holly and the Ivy. I think that's what it was called. I'll double check, and if I'm wrong, I'll put that at the bottom of the screen here. The Holly and the Ivy is such a beautiful song. Because it's solo piano, and because he's writing this thematically around this season, this feeling of December, there's a lot of mystery to it, and a lot of different emotions to it. This particular song is a little bit lighter, a little bit more plucky, which I like about it. And he kind of goes on variations and explores themes. So for the first couple of minutes, you get one theme. And as it starts to develop, he gets towards the end of it into some higher keys, things that sort of remind me of more angelic little conversations that are happening. They almost feel like they're happening around you, almost like on that Christmas night. These angels in the heavenly host are speaking to one another, speaking down to us, singing these songs that are probably there the whole time, but we don't, with human ears, always have the attunement to listen to them. So you get some of those higher register things. He's very airy, can move along, has great finger dexterity on these things. And all of a sudden, about halfway through, about 2 minutes into the song, it changes direction. This is the spot where I would say, just in my limited vocabulary, it's where the song gets some soul. Becomes a little bit more somber, not like sad, but it feels like, just like with a good conversation, for as light and elevated and refreshing and humorous as it is, there's always room in a really good conversation, in a really good relationship with somebody, to go to the deeper things. And I feel like this song, kind of at that 2-minute mark, transitions into some deeper things. It sort of explores and unwinds and moves along until finally, at the end, it circles back to some of those earlier themes. And it just feels robust. It just feels well-rounded. It feels like a journey, a good journey for the month of December, and certainly a good journey for Advent. Again, I don't know if George Winston is particularly Christian or not. It's solo piano. There's no lyrics to it. For whatever reason, his name does come up in a lot of Christian circles, and his music certainly does seem to plug in to a lot of people. Even sometimes his titles, even on this December song, he plays with some of the traditional Christmas hymns of this season. So yeah, I'm going to recommend it. That's part of what this is, just recommending some things for you to check out, some things that were important to me, and maybe to see if they are important to you as well. So I'm going to put a link to the song specifically in the description below. And I'm also going to put a link to the whole December album. It's not that long. It's like 40, 45 minutes. So certainly if you're driving around, and certainly if you feel flustered in this season, overly busy, overly tired, and if you're sick of the same like 7 songs, Christmas songs, getting played on the radio, then by all means, plug this in the background and just give it a listen. It's because it's instrumental, it just sort of seeps into the background, and I find gives me a good uplifting spirit, especially this time of year. So if you've ever heard this song, if this is your first time hearing this song, you have any thoughts about it, please feel free to put those in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you again sometime in the near future when we talk about some more things in the family.